Hi everyone, I'm Jim Pass, and today I'm here to talk about the one and only Zelda 2. Following the now Zelda marathon I'm intent on doing, and last week I reviewed or mostly talked about Zelda 1, today it's time to talk about Zelda 2. Of course, it will help me a lot if you subscribe, give a like, and watch till the end of the video because it's really interesting, this game. It's a really interesting game. First of all, I want to talk about some general information. First of all, the game was released in Japan in January 14th, 1987, a year after the original, and in the USA in December 1st, 1988. It was developed by Nintendo EAD, directed by Tadashi Sugiyama and Yoichi Yamada, and produced by Shigeru Miyamoto. It was initially released for the Famicom Disk System in Japan and the NES on the rest of the world. The overall development history is just that Miyamoto wanted to create like a side-scrolling action game and with attacks and defense, and it was like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that, and oh, what if the character had a sword and shield? Oh yeah, that's amazing, let's do it. And they were like working on it, and they were like, oh damn, we did a Zelda game. And so it was a Zelda game. And that's all I could find about the development. Maybe if I dug up a little more, but yeah, that's like the basis of it. They were doing just a normal action game, and then out of nowhere they were like, well, this just has Zelda written all over it, right? And that's how Zelda 2 was born. So I believe it's time to talk about the gameplay. The game is like a weird platformer RPG type of thing. Like I said before, the development time was to make a platformer action game, but it came out more like an RPG game with a system of leveling up. When you go to enemies and you battle them, you will get XP, and with that XP you will level up your health, your magic, and your strength. So yeah, with that, it becomes really weird compared to other Zelda games, but it's okay. I get it that it's like the first sequel of the game, and you need to like think and see, okay, so this worked this time, but maybe if I do something completely fucking different, maybe now it will work better. But yeah, and it's divided in like two type of levels: the platformer and like the map section. The map section basically is you go through two different places. That's where you go to the temples that you need to go to progress the game. And it's weird. It's weird because it's you never know where you are. What I mean is you don't have any directions of where to go. There's towns and everything, but there isn't like anything that drives you to go there. That's what I believe, and it's like my main issue with the game, that you need a guide to play this game. It's a fun game. I will say this now. It's a fun game, but only if you have a guide beside you to help you understand with everything. Now, in the graphic session, I think it's okay. Like I truly believe it's like the same as the original one, but different because it's now in a platformer type of perspective. But other than that, it's okay. Now, the story is pretty different, and it's very interesting. So this game is a direct sequel from the original one. Spoiler alert for the original Zelda: you defeat Ganon. Oh my god, man, I know, right? So yeah, you defeated Ganon in the last game. And well, Hyrule has gone to shit because you defeated Ganon. The evil is like the minions and the underlings and all that were without a leader. So what did they do? Fucking destroy Hyrule. That's what they do. They went and battled people and went to war and all that. And it was horrible. Of course, there was Link that was like helping the kingdom and all that, and he became a 16-year-old. Yeah, his 16th birthday came out, and a mark came to his hand, like the Triforce, with one of the Triforces being like highlighted, which was the Triforce of Courage, which is his part of the Triforce. So yeah, Impa saw that and was like, "Oh my God, Link, your hand," and Link was like, "Get it?" Because he doesn't fucking talk. So yeah, Impa told her, "Oh my God, if you have the Triforce of Courage, that means one thing: you can save Zelda." Which is weird because they saved Zelda like last year, and Zelda, like the Princess Zelda, is like in her castle, like sleeping, like living her life, man. But Impa's like, "Oh my God, you can save Princess Zelda," and grabs Link and shows him a room, and he's like, "Here is Princess Zelda," and you see Princess Zelda, and she tells you, "It is time now that I will tell you the Legend of Zelda." And we all get up of our seats and clap because, oh my God, what do you mean the Legend of Zelda? Which is, it's funny because the only game that does not have the Legend of Zelda on the cover or like in the title, it's the only way where you explicitly get told the Legend of Zelda. So what is it? Many years ago, like many years ago, the king of Hyrule died. And the prince of Hyrule, Zelda's brother, wanted the Triforce. Of course, the king didn't told the prince where the Triforce is because, you know, it's dangerous to have the people just knowing where this all MacGuffin is. So he didn't tell anyone except one person, Princess Zelda. Why? Because I don't know what their like relationships were, but there's maybe a reason why the king trusted that information with her daughter instead of her son, his son, sorry. So the prince, being filled with jealousy, hired a magician and asked him, "Hey, where's the Triforce?" And the magician told him, "Hey, I don't know where the Triforce is, but I do know that the king told your sister." And so the prince was like, "Oh, I need to get to my sister." And it was like, "Sister, please, Zelda, tell me where the fuck is the Triforce." And Zelda was not, "I will not tell you. I will not tell you." And the magician got angry because reasons and was like, "You will tell us now where the Triforce is. You will tell us, or I will put you in a coma." And Zelda was like, "No, I won't tell you." And so the magician puts Zelda to sleep, and Zelda got to sleep. And the prince was like, "Man, I didn't tell you to do that. What the fuck was that?" And so, filled with sadness and regret, the prince put Zelda in a room safe from evil and sealed it. Only the Impa family will know what where Zelda is, and we'll know when it's time for a hero to come up and save Zelda. And that's the story basically. So now Impa tells that to Link, and he's like, "Link, you are the chosen one once again, but now for a different quest. You need to save this Zelda. You need to go to different temples and liberate Zelda." And that's like the gist of it. And that was a lot. That was a lot of story for a sequel. Like, I will remember you the last time was like, "Oh my God, Zelda has been kidnapped. We need to do something about it." And so the story begins. Of course, there's a Triforce and all that, but it's like secondary to the main point, which is save Zelda. And of course, yeah, like here in basis is also go save Zelda, but there's more to it, and I really like that. I really like that. But I talk a lot about the story right now, so I will go now for the soundtrack. The soundtrack. What do I think about the soundtrack? The soundtrack was good. I really like the soundtrack compared to the first one. While of course the first one will always be iconic, the soundtrack of Zelda 2 was just nice. It was just nice to hear it. It didn't annoy me like in the first game that I did tell you that I found the dungeons really annoying. But the soundtrack here, every time that it sounded, was really good. It was really nice. So yeah, for the soundtrack, I really like the soundtrack. And to continue talking about the game, I also read the manual. The manual was like where you find all this information that I just tell you about the story and all that, the basis for like a little guide. And my problem with the guide is that they do not give you a map like in the first one. Like, I get it, the game is way more bigger, but like, I don't know, I think that I was put in a situation where I didn't get like the help I got last time, and that did really annoy me. But yeah, the manual, other than that, the story is told in an amazing way, accompanied by drawings of amazing art. It's a truly spectacle what you can see in these old manuals, and it's an art form that has been lost. I think I have said everything I had to say about the game right now. For context, I have played the game for like an hour, just an hour before I started doing this review, and I know that it's very little time, but you need to understand me. I need to do this every week. I needed to cut time, and of course I would have loved to play more, but at the same time, I didn't. And what do I mean by I didn't? Like, it's a good game. Like, I will tell you this, it's a good game, but by the like half an hour mark, I got really bored. Like, I started finding more errors with the game. Like the hitboxes are really janky, and the design of the levels are not really great. So by the hour, I was like, you know what? I think I have enough to like talk about the game, and I cut it because that's about it. It's a good game that you can only play with a guide on, which is not good for a game. This game has been known, or at least I have been known it by being like the worst Zelda game because of the difference. Obviously, a lot of people see the Zelda franchise and see Zelda A Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, I don't know, Link's Awakening and all that, and all have like the same format. Of course, Breath of the Wild, which I will talk about more way later, it's a very different game, but it has its basis on the original Zelda. I will even say that this one, Zelda 2 and Zelda 1, are the base for what it will become the Breath of the Wild franchise. Well, not franchise, but like the section of the story of this Zelda. So yeah, I see them as like a prototype of what will become. And I like Zelda 2 in that regard. It's a really fun game, like the basis of it, like in the simplest thing, it's a good game. But when you go deeper than that, you will see its flaws and all the wrong things it has. And I will not say in good faith that it's a bad game. I will say it's not like the best. It's not one I will recommend to people. It's not one I will say, hey, you need to check out Zelda 2, it's really good. I will say, oh yeah, I played Zelda 2, and that's about it. If you tell me, oh, what's your opinion, I will say, it's good, what's good. But that's about it. I will play it and for its entirety later, because I do plan to talk about in good detail this game. But like I said before, this is more like a thing that I can just talk about my initial reactions to a game, or like my overall unfiltered thoughts about a game, and which is a way for me to just express myself in this regard. It was a good game, but not the best. And I will say that the Zelda franchise, just for me, in my opinion, with the games that I had played, is just like great game after great game. So it's weird to say, oh yeah, this Zelda game was okay. I don't know, maybe in this journey I found more Zelda games that were just okay. But for now, I will say that Zelda deserves a C+, or a 6.5 out of 10. So yeah. Thank you very much for hearing me or watching me. If you liked it, please subscribe and like and comment. I really like to see the comments, to talk to people, to see what they also thought about the game. It's really entertaining to just see different opinions of different topics. I'm Jempes, and I will see you later.
Thank you for getting to the end. If you liked this video, please give a like, subscribe, and feel free to tell us what else we should talk about down in the comments below, or leave your suggestions on the email address displayed on screen.